and welcome to episode number 2 of the 1-5. I'm your podcast hostess, Tricia Louis, the self-designated tech goddess, and I'll be coming to you regularly in this audio podcast format with great edtech tools, tips, and tricks. This week's episode will actually focus on a tool that made into my first newsletter that I published back in January of 2018. Okay, that does not seem like that long ago, but in the ever-changing tech world, 2018 could be seen as the dark ages. So what is the tool that we're going to learn about today? It is Classroom Screen. What is Classroom Screen? Classroom Screen is a widget-filled website that is device agnostic, which means that it can work on any type of desktop, laptop, or tablet mobile device that can be used in conjunction with a projector or interactive flat panel. Once you go into the Classroom Screen website, it is classroomscreen.com in your web browser. You can opt to just launch now to give it a try and it will open up. Speaking of browsers, my preferred browser is Chrome on my PC or Mac. So when listening to this podcast, just know that any web tools that I recommend work best in Chrome. Anyhow, back to Classroom Screen. Now that you've launched Classroom Screen, you're going to see an array of widgets across the bottom of the screen. Starting from left to right, we have Background, where you can choose the background of your classroom screen. Random Name, a random name picker for your class. You can copy and paste a list in. Dice, roll up to 3 6-sided dice. Sound Level, use this widget in conjunction with the mic on your device to have a visualization of the noise or sound level in your room. Media, bring in an image, YouTube video, live webcam footage, or embed code from another application. QR Code, input a website and get an instant QR code for your students to scan. Draw, a nifty whiteboard tool. Text, a simple text box to showcase text. Work Symbols, created symbols to remind your students with a visual cue. Traffic light, another visual cue for your students. Timer, set a timer and choose your alarm sound. Stopwatch, used to time a certain activity, also has a lap button. Clock, shows a digital and analog clock, and calendar shows a calendar on your screen. You can have any or all of the widgets open at once, and you can have different instances of the same widget. Once you choose your widgets, you can close the widget array to give you a little bit more real estate on your screen. Now, we just played with the launch version, but if you want more features, click on the home icon in the upper left corner of Classroom Screen. You can log in with an email or Google account and have some options with the free account. But of course, there are more options with the Pro account, which is currently at $30 per year. The most crucial feature of the Pro account is being able to save your screens, so you can preload them with backgrounds, widgets, and content and not have to create it live, and then also save it again after you've used it. You can also save name lists for the random name picker in the Pro version. I've used the free version for a very long time, but I can see the benefit of the Pro version if you decide to use this heavily in your classroom. Well, there it is, a quick overview of Classroom Screen. If you have any questions about the content shared in this podcast, you are free to contact me at any time through the Contact Me section on my website, tricialouis.com, or via social media. You can find me at TA Louis on Twitter or at TA Louis Tech on Facebook or Instagram. Keep in mind the information shared on this podcast may take additional clearances from your tech department to work properly in your district, school, or classroom. I have vetted all the information shared on this podcast, but also remember that services or sites can change or become unavailable without a lot of notice. Thanks for listening, and join me next week for another episode of the 1-5.